I mean, make it interesting.
That was out of the title by Led Zeppelin. Today's topic is Stoner Rebellion. Early in the morning of Sunday, September 9, 1739, 20 black slaves met in secret near the Stono River in South Carolina to plan their escape to freedom. Minutes later, they burst into Hutchinson's store at Stono's Bridge, killed the two storekeepers, and stole the guns and powder inside. The group of the slaves grew in number as they headed south. Stoner's Rebellion, the largest slave uprising in the colonies prior to the American Revolution, was underway. Today's anchors are Tamara and Aisha, and our special guest.
Thank you, Jennifer. We've gone back in time on our WHIT time machine to 1739, and we found Charlie Taylor, who's a surviving slave in the Stony Rebellion. Today we have a couple questions. What did you see during these acts?
I assume you mean the combat.
Mm-hmm.
This is gruesome. It's horrible. We turned to animals. We're supposed to be people of peace out there slaughtering innocent children and women. We burned a few plantations, 80 if I can remember, I think. Kept moving on until we were intercepted by the Continental Cavalry. Not a lot of us made it out of there. If anything, I'm starting to think that I was the only one.
What gave you the courage to flee this rebellion and move on your own?
I think it was mainly the words of my colleagues or the fellow people I was captured with. They kept talking of liberty and freedom, how free we'd be, and the revenge we'd get for the treatment we endured.
Well, this is Mr. P, if you don't mind, I'll butt in. Charlie, where originally did you come from? Where did they take you from?
Just taken from the Congo.
The Congo?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And was there a lot of you, or some of you, or?
There was a finite amount of us, actually.
Yeah.
I fought in the Civil War in the Congo, and then became we might as well say, criminal of war.
What did you bring with you today?
A journal I stole from our original slave owner, who is now deceased.
Did you believe you were treated as an animal?
Definitely. Everyone on those plantations were treated as animals. Just hatred. There's no point to it. We're human beings just like everyone else. We don't deserve that kind of treatment.
Well, obviously they didn't look upon you as human beings, did they?
Definitely not.
They treated you like, lower than an animal.
They treated their dogs better than us.
Dogs get treated better than that.
Certainly.
Do you want your story to be heard, and what would be those reasons?
Definitely, I want my story to be heard. Well, mainly because people need to know what's really happening on those plantations. Meeting some of the people from the north, they don't even know what goes on. They think we're just treated as indentured workers and fed and well-clothed. No.
What was a typical day like? What time did you have to get up? What time did you work to? What did you do?
Sometimes we didn't even sleep. I was mainly working on the field, picking the crop.
What time did you have to get up, like at 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. in the morning?
Just as the moon began to set and the sun began to rise. Definitely, yeah. Usually whipped to get up, whether you got up or not.
Well, that's, and then did you get whipped? Did they whip you, or did they physically
It's both.
do things to you?
They threatened my family, they threatened me. Anytime we wouldn't work, we had I guess what you might as well say was a quota. If we never reached that quota, we were just whipped, whether we did or didn't. Still whipped. They whipped us for fun. It was fun for them. Saw hatred in their eyes.
What was the aftermath of these acts?
I really never really came to know. It was until I found out later on that they started posting laws giving us even less power. We couldn't meet up anymore. They couldn't meet up anymore. They couldn't plant their own food. They became true slaves, as if they weren't before. I don't know.
What did your labor work consist of?
Picking cotton, organizing it, shipping it out, cleaning the master's house, things such as that, tending to the animals.
Do you feel that you and the other slaves accomplished your goal?
Well, the goal that they wanted, yeah, of course, to be gunned down in the process. But in actuality, I think our goal was pointless. We're Catholics. We're supposed to be peaceful people. We're going down there gunning down people we don't even know. If you ask me, we set no goal in the first place.
What have you gained as experience from this rebellion?
Nothing. Nobody gained anything. If anything, we just lost a little bit of humanity. As if we don't lose it every day.
Well, I noticed your journal, and I'm interested in that. Do you mind us reading us a little passage?
Well, sure. I'll read you the last one. Here. This was the cry of most men on that fateful day. If I can find the page. This is the big day. Our voices will be heard for everyone to hear. We'll be free once and for all.
Wow.
Liberty, most of them shouted.
Well, that was the catch, and thank you, Charlie Taylor, for taking your time to come here.
No problem.
Thank you, Tamara and Aisha, sorry, and see you next time, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
I'm so awkward.